Squirrels and Robots, episode 84. I think. Whatever. Thank you, Tyler, and thank you, Chris, both for the generous donations. Very generous. Which couldn't come as a better time as we're trying to upgrade a few basic necessary things, which we haven't done in 20 years. Like a chair and a bed. Yeah, it seems some of our essential use furniture decided to expire. Well, dude, they were like 20 years old, and the chair was a thrift store find that probably had the crap kicked out of it anyway.
Perhaps now I won't be crippled in my sleep by an unsupportive couch or slowly destroyed by a chair with insufficient support for all parts of my body that I did not know needed support until the doctor said, "Hey, you need support. Your ligaments are snapping in on themselves like a rubber band in a black hole, and your spine is more compressed than Metallica's Death Magnetic album."
Yeah, that's some seriously bad compression. Yeah, what was the doctor's assessment, anyway?
Doctor says I'm not dying, but I should have my throat checked out by a throat puncher.
Yeah, I know a bloke who can do that. I think he means an ENT.
Yes, E.T., so he can stick his glowing finger down my throat and make me vomit joy.
Yeah, get back to us when you figure out what's making you stupid.
Well, I won't know until mid-September the earliest. What?
I mean, doctors are backed up everywhere, mate, you know? Oh, weird. It's almost like the selfish behavior of society is negatively affecting everyone else on the planet. Great. But, you know, don't bother yourself with world stupidity. You know, just plan ahead for it. Yeah. Anyway, Shang-Chi apparently decided to pull the controversy card at the last second due to a Disney exec stating it will be an interesting experiment, referring to the 45-day theater exclusivity of the film before it goes to Disney+. So, apparently the Asian community looked at it as a cynical remark regarding a feature film that is predominantly Asian actors, I guess? So, I'm just assuming some folks took it the wrong way and made it a race issue. Yeah, and wasn't Snake Eyes like a feature film with Asian actors? I think so, but I didn't see it because I haven't been into G.I. Joe anything since freaking Serpentor, or whatever his name was, came onto the scene. It just got weird.
He was the shock that the series jumped to make more money.
Yeah, you know, it seems like every week there's some sort of race issue or something, and you know, I'm not sure if it's legitimate anymore, or just some drummed-up marketing to guilt people into seeing a film. Like, hey, I'm not biased, I watched Black Panther, you know, and all that. Yeah, Black Panther was 3 out of 5 for me, okay? 3 out of 5.
I'm giving it a 1 out of 5 because Wakanda didn't have a Starbucks. And even the lady with the no hair was like, "Oh, you could have brought in a Starbucks." And no, didn't happen.
Well, all right, at least we know you watched that film. Yeah, but I don't plan on seeing it anyway until it hits Disney+, because there is no way I'm going to a theater now, you know? There's like variants and people, you know, just... Yeah, no sense in risking your life to see a film that has now basically race-baited everyone into having to go see it, you know? Oh, you didn't see Shang-Chi, I guess you're biased or something. Get out of here. Such a bombastic idiocy. But speaking of things I'm not going out of my way to see, Fast and the Furious 10 is coming out April 2023. Huh. And HBO is getting a Fiona and Cake series.
You mean Adventure Time Fiona and Cake?
Yeah.
Do we really need that? I feel they're watering down the franchises.
Well, alright, if it's done well, and the writers actually care about the content, it might be good, but I can't help but feel every streaming service is just trying to buy up every franchise so they can get people to subscribe. It's like not even about the content anymore. It's about subscribers.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Fortnite is Among Us now.
What?
Well, apparently, Fortnite now has Imposter Among Us type mode for the game. And the developers of Among Us didn't work with Epic.
Wow. Big surprise. Epic Games just co-ops another type of gameplay into their already swollen maw of franchise gobbling gluttony.
Wait, so Among Us didn't work with Fortnite, yet Fortnite has an Among Us type mode within the game? Allegedly.
Well, I mean, where does that leave the devs that made that game? Screwed. Well, I mean, not completely. I'm sure they made a good chunk of change from their game, but, yo, I am tired of indies getting screwed. You know, I keep going back to this, and I hate doing it, but it's like Every indie seems to be getting screwed by publishers, platforms, distributors. The same goes for artists who constantly have their work stolen or pirated, filmmakers, musicians. Yo, when the hell do any of these people make money from their work?
I think I've said this before, but I think the state of the world is like, create something and hope people are generous enough to support you. That's kind of how the world works now.
And then people wonder why I haven't made a game yet. I can't put hundreds of hours into developing a game only to have it crapped on or pirated. Like, yo, do you know how much time it takes to make a game? Even a small game. Creators gotta eat. They gotta pay rent.
The key is to merchandise everything to death even before it exists.
Oh, dude, they did that with, what was that game? The Secret Neighbor, okay? Bendy and the Ink Machine both had a slew of merchandise before the game was even fully released. And I'm like, what the hell? Focus on the game, not the merch. All that crap was, discounted in a month anyway. It was in the bargain bin before the game was released.
So, okay, alright. If merch is king, and the art, game, music, or content is just being used to push product, then, how do people value the content then?
Dude, I don't even know anymore. Personally, I'll toss money at anything that can move me. Music, movies, and all that. But I kind of have limits as to how much crap I'm willing to buy. We went through this with Rick and Morty already, okay? The first few seasons, I thought were excellent. And then it just blew up into a gross amount of Pickle Rick merch and other random crap no one really needs. Personally, I got inundated with stuff and I just got sick of it. It's overexposure and it sucks. I haven't watched the last 2 seasons of Rick and Morty because I need a break from Rick and Morty assaulting my eyes everywhere for the last 3 years. It just ruined the show for me. There's a lot of that going around, Star Wars and, anime. It's kind of sad.
How come we don't merch our faces everywhere?
Dude, we have enough shirts out there for new and old fans alike. Comics, stickers, mugs. A handful of slightly imperfect plush that were recently unearthed. Those will probably be posted at some point. Don't bother me about it. I'll get to it when I get to it. But I kind of just want to focus on making new stuff rather than just merchandising everything to death. That's what you do when you run out of stories to tell. You have no more songs to sing. You try to just live off your legend and sell merch from it. I am not there yet. I still have things to say. I still have things to do. Okay? The real value should be on the quality of content. Its meaning. How it makes you laugh, how it makes you think. Not how many Funkos the series has. It's tiresome. And we never made a Begley plush, and we never will. Not that anyone is going to listen to me, but hey, if you create something, try to find a nice balance between merchandise and creating compelling content. I know one needs to exist for the other two, but when merch becomes the focus point of your creation, you've lost the point of it all. Just a word to the wise. Moving on. Psychonauts 2 is being released soon, so if you have Xbox Game Pass, don't buy it. It's going to be in there.
Oh, that's right. Double Fine is owned by Microsoft.
As is Bethesda and 30 other studios.
I would love to have Microsoft money. Just buy up really good developers and get them to make games for us.
Yeah. Let's see. Comey Can't Communicate, the anime, got another trailer for its October 6th release. Double check that. It looks pretty good.
The animation looks a lot better than some of the slice of life animes being churned out now, so good on them for not slacking off on that.
Yeah, but okay, here's the thing. A month before the Comey anime comes out, there's apparently going to be a live-action series airing in September?
Wait, so Comey Can't Communicate is getting both an anime and live-action series?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow, that's kind of oversaturating and double-dipping right out of the gate. That is madness.
Yeah, exactly. I like the manga so far, but, I don't need 2 series running simultaneously telling me the same story. Okay?
Comey may not be able to communicate, but I tell you, those marketers sure can.
Yeah, and honestly, the live-action trailer just seems goofy, okay? So that's going to be a pass for me. If they release it on a disc, maybe I'll track it down. But I only got so much money. Alright? I'm going to focus on the anime because I value animators more than actors. I'm sorry. Other than that, as far as anime goes, I think I've just been inundated with it so much recently that I'm just gonna pause that anime hype train and just catch up on some older stuff. Like, dude, I still have to watch K-On! And finish up Tomoko Market. Tomoko Market was like kind of weird. I mean, as slice of life goes, I mean, there's like a talking bird in it. You know, it's just strange. Yeah, and seriously, no one should be that hyped about mochi, okay? It's not that great. But whatever. I don't know. What's your take on anime now?
Well, there's like so many series coming out, you know? It's like all vying for that anime fan base, and I just feel it's becoming a bit shallow, you know? It's hollow. A corporate shill, as it were. But, I mean, I think in the end, right, we've all kind of realised that anime has become this big corporate marketing juggernaut, right? Like Hollywood. They just keep churning out series, hoping one catches on so they can sell merch. And wait till they start rebooting things. Oh, God. Oh, man, there are good animes out there. Like the one with the spider thing. You mean, so I'm a spider, so what? Yes, I like spiders. Mate, it's about a girl who gets reincarnated as a dungeon spider and, you know, how she's gonna survive it all. I mean, that's just silly. It's silly. It's weird. Oh, God, here we go. Well, I like it. If anime is gonna reboot anything, Panty and Stalking would be a much better choice. Make a second season, you know? There's one of those few unique animes out there.
Oh, God, they're not gonna make a second season of Panty and Stocking. Let it go.
Well, I think there is a chance.
There's no bleeping chance.
Thank you, Josie.
You're welcome.
You know, I don't know, you know, Panty and Stalking has that edginess a lot of other animes just don't have, you know? And I think it would trend on the socials, you know, with fan service and all that craziness. You know, get those memes out there.
We've talked about this before, but I think the problem here is that as anime becomes more mainstream, the normies are going to demand changes to the content because of violence, fan service, or whatever else is going to assault their sensibilities and make them feel weird. You know, kind of how YouTube culled anything decent or edgy from the platform, unless, of course, it's a music video with giant butts, you know? It seems advertisers just want the views and don't generally care what content it's put on.
So, why no ad revenue for our edgy episodes that had a lot of views?
I don't know. Like, literally, the CEO of YouTube said that it's the advertiser's choice as to what content they want to run ads on. So, I guess, to advertisers, real butts in music videos are okay, but cartoon butts with subplot and, you know, morals are not? So, what? You know, I'm just gonna stop trying to figure this out, okay? Because for my state of mind, I just need to accept that the world is filled with a multitude of hypocrisies. We have been trying to figure out why certain episodes just cannot make money on YouTube for half a decade, mate. Half a decade of my life has been wasted trying to figure this out. You know, it's exhausting. I mean, what do I do? I'm never gonna get a straight answer. Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter. And honestly, hey, I don't randomly watch things on YouTube anymore, okay? I seek it out first. I watch that one video, I even let the ads roll. Because, hey, that person needs a little bit of money. Other than that, I don't sit around randomly watching crap. I can't do that. I'm busy, okay? So YouTube for me is a place that I look for some research, not news. Research. Tutorials on stuff I don't know about. That's it. You know, I mean, I kind of watch a lot of, you know, anime opening themes, you know? Oh, shut up. But whatever, I don't get invested in any of that crap anymore. It's all just noise to me, and I'm slowly walking away from everything. You know, it's like I'm in that mindset where I'm just like, why? However, good news. Naked Raygun, the legendary Chicago punk band, released a new album called Over the Overlords. It's on Spotify for those who have no idea who they are, and if you like punk, go back into their catalog and listen to their albums Jettison or Throb Throb. If you need to narrow it down a little bit more, Soldier's Requiem off of Jettison, and, I don't know, off of Throb Throb.
Only in America is pretty accurate too. But, I mean, I'm really glad they came out with a new album.
Yeah, physical copies got delayed slightly due to the state of the world being a big pile of people screwing things up.
Oi, speaking of which, have you seen what's been going on in Afghanistan?
No. Alright, look, I don't care what's happening in other places right now, okay? I don't delve into politics. All I'm gonna say is that it's a train wreck.
I am mesmerized by the slow downfall of society.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna listen to music and watch the world burn.
Bleak.
I'm gonna watch anime and watch the world burn. But, I did tell you things would go sideways if Baby Metal disappeared, alright? The world knows. The dinner bell has been rung. It's already started. Yeah. Let's wrap this up with a few more bits of musical info. Ministry. Yes, the band Ministry are coming out with a new album October 1st, I believe. Sisters of Mercy rolled out a couple of, Peel session nonsense on Spotify. Who cares? It's old crap. I want new stuff from Sisters of Mercy. Stop being lazy. Foo Fighters want vaccine-only shows, and that's causing everybody to cry. Korn had to delay their shows because someone in the band got sick with the cove. Megadeth has a new touring bassist, and they're mixing their new album, which I will buy. Danny Elfman teamed up with Trent Reznor on a remix of one of Danny Elfman's new songs, and The Cure's bassist is crying over something. I thought The Cure were always crying over something, that's their thing, Maybe, someday, Robert Smith. Yeah, Bobby Smith there. Hurry up with that new album, okay? Jeez, it's been forever. Yeah, and you too, Andrew Eldritch, stop touring with the Sisters of Mercy, especially in the state of things, alright? You only can get so much tour money during a pandemic, you putz. Make an album. My God, it's not that expensive to do. Don't you know, a 12-year-old who knows how to use Pro Tools? Buy yourself an iPad, mate. Yeah, recording an album isn't nearly as complex as people want you to believe. Shudder is getting a docu-series for the channel called Behind the Monsters, which delves into your classic spooky monsters of cinema. And Clerks 3 is being made, and a photo was released. And, yeah, Clerks 3. Hey. Another Clerks. Yeah, the second one was okay, but, do we really need a third? I'm kind of 50-50 on that, Could be good, could be bad, we'll see, Kevin Smith is hit or miss with me, but generally has some good observations. I like the one about not putting stuff in your mouth that was in your butt. All that dialogue in Clerks 2, and that's what you walk away with. Never do... All right, stop. Listen, we're wrapping this up, okay? This is getting stupid, okay? Pilz-E, hi. Keep duct taping yourself together until you're better. Cartoons need to be made. Oh, okay. But when I retire, I'm just gonna sell merch. Whatever. Josie.
What?
Say promotional things.
Right. Follow on the usual social places of your choice. Support on Patreon, and Foamy is now on Reddit, under Ill Will Press. There is also a subreddit where you can post your Foamy-related drawings or your J.i.M doodles.
Even the bad ones? Yeah, you know what? I don't care. I think it's labeled not safe for work anyway, so whatever. People gonna do what they do, alright? So, I don't know. Have fun with it. Don't get me involved, though. It gets weird. Thanks for the support. Be well, stay smart, and don't put stuff that was in your butt in your mouth. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. Thanks.